Hi enjoyers! Today I'm going to create last type of the landscape in this series, which is an island. Results you can see right now here. And also I'm going to use landscape master material. I created this one in the second video, which called advanced material. You can check it out, that video. This is me from future. If you want to get my completed projects and created assets, you can subscribe to my Patreon. There you can find some assets and projects from my videos. I would appreciate any support. Let's move on, let's go to the Gaea, click on blank. If you don't know how to work with Gaea, you can check my first video. I explained how to work with Gaea. So let's start. First of all, we need our island node. Island properties, edit island. And there you can find this editor and you can just draw the form you want. I'm going to use very common and simple form. You can create crazy stuff if you want, but I will keep it simple. I don't like this seed, let's change it. Okay, this is okay. Close editor. And now I need to create here slope blur. Okay, for slope blur I need guide. I'm going to use where it is multifractal and then connect it here. Okay, now our island actually exists, you can see, but it is too high. Let's merge it with other type of landscape. I'm going to use Warsland. So Warsland is this one. I'm going to scale it something like this, add some height and connect this one to here. Yeah, and combine type I would change it to multiply. Alright, I need some blur. This is too sharp, so I'm going to add blur here. Okay, and connect this one here. Now this is not so sharp. Then we can add some erosion. Let's add erosion. Okay, let's make erosion less stronger but more duration. Okay, then we need to call the node which called C. This is actually our ocean, so we can adjust level, not too much, otherwise we will lose our landscape. Shore height, I would say this is alright. Let's add some more. I think this must go, so I'm going to click on Warsland, and no, I can do this. I can change height. Okay, now we need to change our sea level to adjust that part, and also I need to change scale of Warsland. This is too low. I need more flat surface. Alright, now I can work with this and get this island. Alright, this is our island. Looks not bad. Let's add some erosion with wizard. Oh wait, we need surface before. Okay, this is our surface. You see, now outside of our island we have only flat surface, which is what we want. Then wizard, and let's change strength to normal, density soft, material sand. Okay, this is alright. Let's apply changes. This is not what I want. Maybe something like this. Then add blur. Okay, and for blur let's change power to make it just a little bit. No, this is too much even for blue. Okay, let's remove it. Alright, let's keep it like this, I guess. We need to change strength to low. We need just avoid sharp edges. Alright, now we need format. First of all, slope. Then we need protrusion. Okay, for protrusion I'm going to change power to 10. Apply. Now, from slope I need to create mask for protrusion. I connect this one to here. Also I need to adjust slope. Let's add minimal angle, something like 60. And for maximal I'm going to use 75. Also I need to change fall off. I want to remove it almost completely, like this. Okay, let's add here 80. Okay. Yeah, alright. Then we have inverted and protrusion must be created again. Okay. Now we need to create our foliage map. Let's go to the foliage. Where it is, growth. Okay. Connect this one here. And for mask we need to add also protrusion. Combine this with each other. And also we need to remove C. So I'm going to use only surface as addition to this combine, because only on surface we can actually create our growth. I'm going to connect this one to here. Okay, let's add some duration. I'm going to use 1000 duration. Slope I'm going to use 200. Spread I'm going to use 1000. And while growth I'm going to use something like 15. Okay. Apply. Now it looks like this. Yeah. We need also remove our sand part, so I'm going to find this one and invert this one as well. Yeah, and now I need to combine this one to here, and then this need to go to the growth. And now growth doesn't work on the this sand. Alright, this is it. Let's mark for export everything. Go to the build. Here, make everything PNG. Then, for wizard, we don't need anything except for output. Okay. Then, for method, I'm going to use normal build. Resolution, I'm going to use 1009, not 505, because you can see this is the only part of playable area. So if you use 505, you actually have not a 505 map, you will have something around this one, like fourth part or maybe even less. With 1009 we still will have a small map, but at least it was playable, and this is the limit for free versions, so I'm going to use 1009. Okay, then range row, and everything is alright. Let's change build destination. Use the folder where you want your maps to appear. And then you need to click start build. Let's back to the Unreal Engine and create our map. I'm going to Ctrl D this one, just because we have already post-processing volume. I don't want to create everything from scratch, so I'm going to use island name and open this one, save selected. Then click on landscape, remove it, and let's add our new landscape. I'm going to manage, import from file, add our map. This you can see 1009. This is bigger map, and you can see automatically resolution changed. Also location 10,000, and import. Now we get this map. Here it looks like very messy, very noisy, kinda realistic, but here it is actually so smooth. Then you can walk away on this map. Also, I want to show you why we created 1009. I'm going to click on, yeah, player start is also nowhere, like we don't have our character in the open space. Let's create player start again. Okay, this is okay. Just see how small our island actually is. So I'm going to run through. This is diagonal, so this is the longest part. This is not just a shortcut from horizontal, actually maybe is even longer. But you can see this is not so big map, so if you want even bigger, you can either use higher resolution, which requires a license for Gaea, or you can create the game based on archipelago, and so you can just create different islands and travel between, or you can scale this map, but it will look worse than this one. But I think this is pretty nice island, so we'll work with this one. Also, if you have some problems, for example, something like these sharp edges, and you don't like them, you can just smooth this, just change brush size and just smooth this part, and you will get better results. Don't afraid sometimes to edit something that you don't like. Okay, let's move on. Let's create our material. I'm going to my own material, M master landscape. Then I need to create material instance, mi island. Excellent. Let's open this one. Alright, we need our textures. You can go to the Quixel bridge. I'm going to show you what I use. I've already downloaded to save time. This is detailed stone texture for our cliffs. This is our gravel. I will click detailed stone texture. This is gravel ground. This is beach sand. This is sand for our coasts. And this is wild grass for other stuff. You can create tropical island if you want, but you need then tropical foliage. I don't want to use tropical foliage because it is actually another foliage pack. We already have kite demo. I don't want to overload my project with additional assets because it is already very big. I don't want to create too overloaded project, so I'm going to use a simple standard forest. Alright, this is it. Let's add our layers. I'm going to the megascan surfaces. I need first of all my wild grass, which is layer 1, this one. Yeah, I will change UV scale to 0.6, 0.6, offset 0.5. Then this one is gravel. Let's change gravel. It is my actually gravel ground. I need to find gray colored. You can drag and drop if you don't see miniature. For example, I don't see preview. You can just drag and drop and it appears. This is a bug, but I think they will fix it. Okay, this one is 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Then we have cliffs. For cliffs, I don't change UV scale too much. 0.8, 0.8, offset 8, and texture must be detailed stone texture. Alright, layer 4 is our sand. Alright, UV scale we can change actually more because sand has less tiling, less repetitiveness. So I'm going to use this. Also enable grass. For enable grass we need to change our master material actually, because we have layer 2 and layer 1 added to each other, and layer 2 is gravel for us for this map. So I'm going to use another parameter. I'm going to landscape master. Let's drag and drop this here, and here you can see landscape master, here landscape grass. Let's add another switch parameter. I'm going to make this one enable grass for layer 2. This is the way. Here for false I'm going to connect this one here. Okay, and I need to duplicate this one, rename this one to layer 1, connect this to actually false, and enable grass for layer 1. If false, so we don't have any grass, then we just have this constant 0, and true for layer 1. And then if we add another true, then we add layer 2. If false, we just layer 1. You can create, for example, for every layer if you want, but I don't see actually that type of material when you have multiple layers, except if you create something crazy with 8 layers and 3 different maps for grass and etc. But for our material, I'm not going to do that. Also, you can add additional layer 5 for sand, because we have actually 2 types of sand in the island. First one is a coastline, and second one underwater. In underwater you have wet sand, not just simple beach sand. So yeah, let's add our material for our landscape. Click on landscape, scroll down, landscape material, MI island. I'm going to add this one. And yeah, this is alright. We have black map, but this is because we don't have layers. So I'm going to paint mode, here create layer information, save, 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 and save. Okay, this is our map. Let's zoom in. We can see we don't have grass. We'll fix it later. Now let's go to the manage, import, and we need to find out the correct order. Beach sand must be the last, because we need to add some textures before and then cover our coastline. So I'm going to use first one is protrusion and slope. So this is slope and this is protrusion. Import. As you remember, in the previous videos I said then cliffs, better way to create cliffs is use 3D assets, and this is because this texture actually stretched, and for cliffs it doesn't look well. So yeah, but for now you can see this is okay, just because this is seamless texture. This is texture not for cliffs, actually this is just stone texture. You can see this is just stone texture, this is not a cliff. If we use cliff textures horizontal, repetitiveness or vertical, you will see the difference. But I'm just tricky guy, I just use seamless stone texture. This is why this looks so much better. But the better way, of course, is using 3D assets, because 3D assets is just look cool. I can show you, for example, I'm going to the 3D assets, nature, for example, rock, cliff. This just looks much better. This is just cool. And this is realistic, of course. So yeah, this is just placeholder, I would say, but it works for now. Then let's add some other maps. Let's add actually we have our map is completely grassland. Let's add some sand. Sand is oh wait, we totally forgot to add our another map. Let's go back to the Gaea, remove for export everything. We need to add one last map, mark for export C, and here remove everything except beach. This is the last one you need. Then start build again. Now come back to the Unreal Engine and open it. Now we have C beach and import. Okay, this is it. We created our landscape. We added material. You can see there is a grass, but we can change it manually. This is the best way, because in other way you can have problems with foliage. So I'm going to use paint. I can change, for example, brush size. This is alright, 8000, but I'm going to change it brush full of. I'm going to remove, click on here, this is our sand, and just add sand for this part. Mostly you need actually sand part for, not for edges, because this is underwater and most probably you don't use underwater in the game. but if you use, of course, you need to change it. I'm going to show you something else. Brush size you can change actually manually to the bigger numbers. You can see this is 20,000, and you can just very quickly fill the gap. Yeah, just be careful, don't touch your island. And now we can change brush size to smaller number, for example 500. Now this is too little, 1000, and for example 1000, and you can manually remove grass from here. If you want, you can add sand from anywhere else. For example, I just added too much sand, but I need to adjust it right now. Like this. Okay, this is our map. Let's create our character. Oh, we already have. Okay, let's move. Let's see how our landscape looks like. I think it looks pretty cool. We need to add some foliage. Let's add grass, and then you can add, for example, forest if you want with procedural generator, or you can manually add some foliage and it will look cool. But let's add our landscape material. I have landscape grass here, so let's add here enable grass for layer 1, only for layer 1. Save, and now it must be like this. Okay, I'm going to click here, and we have our grass, and you can see here on the sand we don't have, or we have some parts. This is my mistake. We need to adjust the part. So I'm going to the landscape, paint, and I'm going to click on this sand and remove this from existence. You can also adjust a little bit this part, and you can go and check out where you else forgot to paint. Okay, we have some grass here, but this is okay. Sometimes you can see on the cliffs grass. Just be careful with trees, because it will look weird. Okay. All right. Oh, this is too much. I need a smaller brush. Like this. Okay. Okay. I would say this is almost all right. Almost. Of course, you need some adjustments, but you can do this actually manually, because most of the part you already have, and you need just small adjustments. Okay. Yeah, I would say right now it is okay. Just let's go to the selection, save everything, and start again. Now we have grass. Of course, there we need some adjustments, but we can do this only when we have already foliage. Currently we don't have, so this is our island. You can see it looks cool, and let's add final node, because this is all is okay, right? We have some, foliage, grass, island with great form. I would say this is cool looking island, but we don't have actually ocean. Let's add our ocean. I'm going to the here, and in the volumes we don't have our ocean. So first of all, we need to add some plugin which called I remember correctly, water experimental, and add this one. Yes. Okay, then we need to restart our editor. Okay, now I'm in the editor. You can see this black map. This is because it's untitled map. This is not what map we have. Actually, you can go to the project settings if you want. Go to the map and mods and choose your editor startup map. For example, I'm going to use our grassland. And here also grassland. Okay. And then let's go to our island. Yeah. And now when we start our editor, we will get our grassland or map that you just chose. So let's create our water surface. I'm going to all the volumes. Now we have these volumes. I'm going to use, let's go to the all classes and type water body ocean. Okay, this is our ocean. Are you ready to see? Yeah, you can see actually. Then you can just move it a little bit. I would say we need this one to move here, like this. Okay, you can see now ocean, and we have this ridiculous looking stuff, but we can adjust this using that water body ocean. Here you can see the splines, but you can also find out here affect landscape. This one. Okay, now I can move my ocean. I can click on the splines, move them. If you don't have actual interaction with water, this is alright. So then let's click on where it is, water body ocean, and we can just lower this one and get, for example, this level of sea. Then I will click here. Now we have our ocean and actually island. You can move and watch. I think this looks cool. Also we have this, you know, parts when you can just go to this beach, this coastline, and then go underwater if you want. We don't have actually here some, you know, depth. Our sea is almost on the level of terrain. You can see this clearly. So yeah, maybe we need to adjust that part if we want to have some underwater mechanics in the game, but if not, this is perfectly fine because we don't need actual underwater something. Oh, this grass is here. Okay, this is it. This is our island. We have island, we have our grass here. Also we have our ocean. And this is it. I hope you find this video useful. If so, hit the like button, share the comments, subscribe of course, and enjoy. See ya!